Hello, this is Steph from Cruise with Amber, continuing my in-depth tour around Arvia. In this video, I'm going to be focusing on 6th Street Diner, a new dining option for P&O Cruises and exclusive to Arvia. Sixth Street Diner is located on deck 6 on the port side mid-aft. This restaurant is included in your cruise fare and it's open for breakfast, brunch and dinner. The 6th Street Diner acts as one of the main dining rooms on board Arvia. If you're familiar with Iona, then this restaurant replaces the Aqua restaurant in a similar position on ship. The decor inside is definitely quirky, unique and lots of fun. One of the fun features in 6th Street Diner is the jukebox, and you can even buy 6th Street Diner quarters to use in it. It's worth noting that 6th Street Diner has two menus, Menu A and Menu B. However, in this video I'm going to show you everything on both menus. If you want to know which menu is offered each day, then it's going to be outside the restaurant in this location here, and you'll also see it at the bottom of each menu here. Okay, so let's start with breakfast. Here are the items on both of the menus which you'll find available throughout your cruise. Let's have a look at some of the menu items we chose. The All-American breakfast is gorgeous. We really love the streaky bacon, and the brioche toast was fantastic. Fried chicken and waffles does sound a little bit weird for breakfast, but actually it was quite tasty. The buttermilk pancake stack with chocolate and torch banana also went down very well with the kids. Now let's move on to lunch or brunch, depending on what time you get up. Let's first have a look at the appetizers on the menu. The pick-up chick appetizers were really nice, just the right portion size. It was a firm favourite for all of us. We were less sure about the rainbow nachos, and while they were reasonably tasty, they did come out looking a little bit tired. Another firm favourite was the popcorn shrimp. I could have quite easily asked for extra portions. On to the main dishes. The sticky pork ribs got a big thumbs up. The Californian sub sandwiches are the vegan-friendly option on the menu, but we were unsure about this as a main course as the bread was a little tired and soggy. One to definitely stay away from, I think, is the patty melt. I had high hopes for this, it sounded fantastic, but when it came out the meat was very dense, and I'll admit I left a lot of it. It's definitely not a rival to the Prime Minister burger and the Keel and Cow. One of the mains which fared slightly better was the Diner Dog, so I'd recommend you go for this option on the menu over the patty melt. Out of the mains we tried on menu B, one of the firm favourites and a recommendation is the Monterey Mac. It was perfectly cheesy and creamy with just the right amount of crunch on top. Another thing I'd recommend is you get a side of the onion rings. Now frickles are fried pickles and these are definitely very tasty. Another of the sides on menu B are the dirty fries. These received a big thumbs up. There's a less spicy version of loaded fries available on menu A. Okay, now on to desserts. I was really disappointed with the red velvet whoopie pies. They were really dry. They didn't look anywhere near as appetising as the ones I'd seen on the website. However, a firm recommendation on menu B is the froyo cherry mess. If you love Eton mess and cherries, this is definitely one you want to order. There is an alternative version of this on menu A called the strawberry shortcake, and it is lovely on its own, but once you've tried the froyo cherry mess, then this definitely comes second between the two. Let's now explore the dinner menu. Starting off with the appetisers, I had the southern fried chicken donut, and whilst this sounds a really strange combination of flavours, it was really tasty. The pink pickled onions helped to lift this appetiser. It was a nice portion size, and the donut was more like a savoury bread rather than being a sickly sweet donut. The iceberg wedge was lovely, and there was the right amount of crispy bacon and sour cream dressing, so we got a big thumbs up for this appetiser. And now on to the mains. You'll find the Philly cheesesteak on menu B, and that got a big thumbs up. It was also a good sized portion, the meat was tender, and overall it was quite tasty. Crab cakes can sometimes be dry, but this one wasn't. The lemon aioli and the fennel were great accompaniments, and if you want something that's not too heavy, then this is a perfect option as a main. On to the desserts now, and we'll start with the S'mores Chocolate Delight. This looked very tempting, however, when we started tucking into it, it went downhill very fast. The base is very dense and not crumbly, the meringue needed to be much softer, and the chocolate tart was very dense and heavy, perhaps one to miss, and we wouldn't order this again. And finally, on to the cherry cobbler. The cherries and ice cream were the best part about this dessert. The cobbler part was very hard and dense, and I left most of it. Now let me take you through the drinks menu in the 6th Street Diner. You'll find all of the beers and ciders on the menu are included in the drinks package, as are the on-tap soft drinks. In terms of the wines on offer, you'll find around 75% of the wines on the menu are included in the drinks package. And here are the cocktails on offer. You'll only find 2 of the cocktails are included in the drinks package, and that's the Mojito and the Mai Tai. From the website, you'll see that one of the signature cocktails in this restaurant is the Miami Vice. I was willing to give this one a try as it's created using Golden Tide rum, plus for an extra £1.25 you can get a collectible pin badge when you order, and it's on the menu as a signature cocktail. However, I was really disappointed when this came out. However, we worked out that we had the order wrong, and this was the Cotton Candy Cosmo. But even this cocktail I'd be a little disappointed with. It really needs to have that cotton candy served at the table, otherwise it disappears. After sending this initial cocktail back and asking for the replacement, this is what I was brought. Now, we worked out that this might be the Miami Virtue because it definitely didn't taste alcoholic, but this is what the Miami Virtue looks like. We sent it back, and then this is the cocktail on the left which we were served. I think this is the Mai Tai. It looks delicious, but it wasn't a Miami Vice. So at this point we'd stacked up quite a lot of cocktails, but none of which were the Miami Vice. However, on the 4th attempt, this is what came out. Now, it looks as closest to what I was expecting. It didn't look as fantastic as the version on the website, and certainly probably not worthy of signature cocktail status. So my conclusions are, I think this cocktail needs a little bit more improvement before I'd order it again. I want to add that they didn't charge us for any of the cocktails, and I was given a little pin. I think this was more of a pin of perseverance, but it's cute all the same, and I thought I'd show it to you for you to see what you get. The kids and adults loved these two options. The cream soda was delicious, and the candy can also got a big thumbs up too. The milkshakes were good, but didn't seem to feature heavily in the menu when we ordered, and I think their presentation needs a little bit more pizzazz. So thanks for watching this overall guide to Sixth Street Diner on Arvia. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I've got lots more Arvia content coming up on my channel or already published on it, so why don't you go and watch one of these videos now?